In the interview that Donald Trump did last week with Time magazine, that of course was just published, he told Time magazine that he has worked out 200 trade deals with these countries that he has put tariffs on. 200! Which, for those keeping track, is almost the amount of countries that even exist. And it's well above the number of countries that even got tariffs to begin with. So, not sure how his math adds up, but he insists he's got over 200 deals already done. So, over the weekend, multiple members of the Trump administration, his cabinet officials, his Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, went on ABC where he was asked by Martha Raddatz, hey, what's going on here with the trade war? And a very smug, almost to the point where you really just want to kind of smack him in the face because he's so damn smug about it. But here is Scott Bessent explaining how we're all just too stupid to understand what Trump is doing with his trade war. Take a look.
President Trump's strategy really has been to announce these tariffs, then dial some back, pause them, make exceptions. Explain why you see this as a good negotiating strategy.
Well, in game theory, it's called strategic uncertainty. So you're not going to tell the person on the other side of the negotiation where you're going to end up. And nobody's better at creating this leverage than President Trump. He's shown the high tariffs, and here's the stick. This is where the tariffs can go. And the carrot is come to us, take off your tariffs, take off your non-tariff trade barriers, stop manipulating your currency, stop subsidizing labor and capital, and then we can talk. But I tell you, Martha, that we've had several of these Asian countries that come in and said, oh, well, we'll stop doing this, this, and this. And I look at these lists and I think, how did we get here? How did we get here? Because this trading system has been so unfair. And as President Trump says, I don't blame the countries. I blame the previous administrations that let them get away with it.
That's right, you absolute fools, you buffoons. It's called strategic uncertainty, and in game theory, yeah, that's not what's happening, Scott. I mean, for real, the reason there is uncertainty from Trump's end, it's not because, as Trumpers say, like he's playing chess and everybody's playing checkers. No, it's because Trump is insane. And he doesn't know what he's doing. And he doesn't know why he's doing it. That is what is creating the uncertainty. It's not because it's a strategy, it's because he's crazy. And I really do wish there was a more nuanced, way to explain that, but honest to God, there's just not. The guy is crazy. He's doing things he doesn't understand for reasons even he doesn't know, and that's what's creating the uncertainty throughout the entire public. It's not because it's his strategy, it's because it's a shoot first, ask questions later type situation. But then Raddatz decide to press Bessent, okay, whatever with your strategic uncertainty, that's not even real, but okay. What about the 200 deals that Donald Trump has made? Raddatz asked him, quote, let's talk about the Time interview with President Trump. He said he has made 200 deals on tariffs. 200 deals? Who has he made a deal with? Is there any deal at their point? Actually any deals at this point? And Bessent says, I believe that he is referring to sub-deals within the negotiations we're doing. So Raddatz says, but those aren't actual deals? And then the very smug Bessent said, Martha, if there are 180 countries, there are 18 important trading partners. Let's put China to the side because that's a special negotiation. There's 17 important trading partners, and we have a process in place over the next 90 days to negotiate with them. Some of those are moving along very well, especially with the Asian countries. Okay, cool. But that's not what she asked. What she asked was, who has he made deals with? And in the clip I showed you, you heard him say like, oh yeah, we're making deals, and they're this, and that. He said this, and this, right? So he couldn't even name a single thing that any country, like you don't have to give up the name of the country if you don't want to spoil the deal, but you could have at least said something, a vague something that any country has conceded in the trade deal, but you couldn't because none of these exist. That's the important part. And we got additional confirmation of that when CNN's Dana Bash talked to Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins. And Brooke Rollins was asked by Bash, quote, "The president told Time magazine, quote, I have made 200 deals. He didn't give us any details about what those deals could be, what countries he's talking about. Has he actually inked any trade deals, and with whom?" Okay, that is more point blank. Like, are there any deals? Who are they with? And Brooke Rollins, Secretary of Agriculture, said this. "On the deals, we have 100 countries that are knocking on the door. I believe, I'm not in the room, I'm not negotiating the trade deals, but my understanding is we should have several this week that are coming forward that are very, very close." China's a very important one. Every day we are in conversation with China. That's been proven to be a lie. Along with those other 99, 100 countries that have come to the table. She said who? Actually, she said with whom. And all you're like is 100 countries. We're very close. We're going to have it this week. Close. Did you catch that part too? Like how stupid that statement was? She's like, we should have several this week that are coming forward that are very, very close. Like, so maybe this week we'll be very close on deals with these yet to be named countries. On deals that we can't give you any specifics of. So you can't tell us who you're making deals with. You can't tell us what any of the deals could even possibly be. And both of you are like, well, you know, put China to the side. China's the biggest one. 145% tariffs we've put on goods coming from China into the United States. That's really the one most people are concerned about. But nope. No specifics. No details. No nothing. Because none of it actually exists. Did you know that you might be missing out on wonderful content from me? I mean, you're here already because clearly you like what you see. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share them with your friends and family, but also follow me across the rest of the social media world. And it's not that hard to do. Whether it's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, on every one of those platforms, you can find me at the username @FarronBalanced. Simple enough, right? So get on it. And if you don't feel like going to each one of those outlets individually, lucky for you, we have links in the description of this video to take you right to my pages across all of social media. So don't miss a minute. And while you're at it, make sure you're also subscribed to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel, which I have been hosting for many, many years now. We've got more than 1 million subscribers over there, and there is fresh content over there every single day of the week. So again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, and while you're at it, go subscribe to Ring of Fire at youtube.com/The Ring of Fire and @FarronBalanced across every social media platform. That, of course, is not considered just a far-right hellscape. Well, maybe Twitter is, but that's a story for a different day.